Federal Ministry of Works has requested the contractor handling the rehabilitation of the Iddo and Marine bridges to submit a revised cost element and a detailed plan of the rehabilitation work following observations made during inspection. The Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, said the aim was to ensure the bridge's structural integrity and safety following a fire incident which led to the damages. The team on inspection had observed that the bridge's headroom of 3 meters is below the 5.6 meter standard, causing repeated truck collision leading to further cracks in the deck. According to the minister, weekend milling and resurfacing with asphalt be done to address the defect, while weekdays full closures are necessary to replace the expansion joint, consequent upon which a 7 days announcement will be made before the closure. The inspection team also proceeded to Marine Bridge, also known as the Ijora Marine Apapa Bridge, where further safety critical repairs work are scheduled. Controller of Works in Lagos, Olukorede Keisha, explained that ongoing repairs will replace 50 defective expansion joint and bearings over a 2-kilometer stretch of the bridge. She outlined diversion plans for both light and heavy vehicles, urging articulated trucks to avoid the repair zone entirely and use alternative roads via Costain and Iganmu. Meanwhile, after inspection of the Independence Bridge, the minister declared it fit and safe after the initial repairs, which caused a traffic gridlock, saying the repair work is now permanent.
So the bridge will not be totally closed. It will be closed only on weekends until the asphalt is finished. But there is also a very serious, another structural work to be done, and that is the expansion joint. That will require total closure of the bridge, both day and night, and during weekdays also, because when you are installing the expansion joint, it runs from one end to the other. So you cannot install it, in peace, and so that will be done. But we have asked Ijora to give us any cost that is in addition to what we had scoped before. We will look at it, and then they will be able to put timetable on it. And of course, they must know that I'm not going to change the rates, because it's been long. We mobilized them, and we expected the job to have finished. I think the job was just 5 billion. We expected to have finished within 6 weeks. This Iddo Bridge, alongside with, the Marine Bridge, alongside with Iddo Bridge, Weekday has been working on them. And for me, I would say it's a miracle, because a section of this Iddo Bridge completely burned down, bearings worn out for over 60 years, no maintenance of the bridges here in Lagos. So I have seen Weekday lift a whole span. Some span is up to 50 meters. They lift the whole span and then change the bearing. The bearing that some of them over 450 kg in weight. Now, why do we need to close this Marine Bridge? If the Marine Bridge repair work is just about the surface or structural elements under on top, we wouldn't have closed it, because it's painful to have any of the routes or bridges in Lagos closed. But this one entails lifting off the entire span to change the bearings. What do we mean by bearing? Bearing is, it's like shock absorber, because vehicles on the bridges are dynamic load. And so you need a bearing at the support, which is in a mechanism we'll not be able to explain technically for you to understand. But it has some, rubber elements. And if you have a vehicle, you know that a vehicle has a shock absorber. That's what these bearings are doing to the bridges. And so if it were not, we wouldn't have been advocating to close the bridge. So we are giving a provisional approval for the Lagos controller to close the bridge.